Let me try to clear this up. Again, high school civics taught by the coach. Let's look back at the liberals in America. See, the liberals were the ones in the 19th century specifically, well, all along really since our country began on its original sin of slavery and then continued to build everything this country has ever built on the back and blood of slaves. But let's just look at this from liberal and conservative standpoints without getting into moral high ground arguments. The liberal side of things was fighting for abolition. Abolition meaning getting rid of slavery, right? And your more moderate abolitionists, even, I would say probably what would be considered today's Democrats. Your progressives were fighting for more of a abolition and acceptance, whereas some of the more moderate abolitionists were saying, let's abolish slavery because it's wrong, but let's not let them live here. Let's send them back to Africa. And well, you may really, really want to still do that. It sounds like it. That's not something you could have done back then because, again, these are generations removed from slaves being brought over, like parents and grandparents. And it's not like they kept records or genealogies or anything. So these people, you're just taking and dropping them off where? Everywhere is random at that point, right? Because America, the Caucasians, white people have created a group of people who don't belong anywhere because they've taken them from the only place they did belong, and you can't take them back. Now, some moderates wanted to put them to an island so we didn't have to look at our guilt and our original sin of what we had to do, and it was easier to do that. Instead, many of the progressive liberals wanted to say, let's welcome them in and try to give them a home and make them feel a little bit better about what we did in reparations, but that got stomped down time and time again and sold out by the white conservatives. But then let's look again, fast forward to Reconstruction, Jim Crow laws. Those were conservative, not liberals. Liberals didn't do Jim Crow laws. Liberals weren't the ones wanting to keep the water fountains or the lunch counters separate or the bathrooms or any of that, or the schools for that matter. There were conservatives that were spitting on children and throwing bricks and rocks at them as they were trying to go get an education and just have the equal rights of white people. Conservatives were the ones that were attacking, not the liberals. Liberals fought for women's rights, gay rights, every kind of rights, but it's the conservatives that have been fighting against those rights, those progressions, that progress all along. I'm not sure we're confused. Maybe you have some sort of word dyslexia where you get them backwards. I don't know. I'm making stuff up because I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I can't compute. My logical brain, my logos, ethos, and pathos is frigging out here. But again, it wasn't liberals at the white supremacist rally in Charlottesville protesting the toppling of white supremacist stone idols or at the white supremacist coup on January 6th. All white supremacist conservatives.